Check this out. That tiny stack of cash. It's just 10K. Now remember those massive money piles from Breaking Bad? That's $1 million right there. But let's not stop here. Imagine stacking that even higher. By the time you reach $1 billion, you're standing at the very top of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, the tallest building in the world. Now, here's the kicker. Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, has a net worth of $117 billion. That's 117 Burj Khalifas, each one packed with cash, stacked on top of each other. The scale of that wealth is mind-blowing, and it's hard to even wrap your head around just how much that is. And then, there's you. Be honest with yourself. How much of your life are you willing to waste in the 9-to-5 grind? What if I told you that everything you've been taught about money is a lie and that there's a different path? A path that could free you from chasing paychecks forever. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal the formula for real wealth, the one they don't want you to know. But here's the catch. Only those willing to break the cycle will get it. Stick around because this might just be the wake-up call you've been waiting for. Right now, you're probably stuck in a job you landed with that hard-earned degree. Your savings, practically non-existent. Every month, your expenses creep higher, while your paycheck feels smaller. There's credit card debt lurking, waiting to be dealt with. Or maybe you're still in school, holding on to the hope that this degree might someday pull you out. But savings, only in your dreams. Instead, there's student debt like a shadow, always hovering. Wealth, success, those things feel light years away. So, how did they manage to escape? You watch them, the millionaires, the billionaires, some of them barely out of their 20s. It's bewildering, even maddening. Maybe they had luck on their side. Maybe they got the Game of Thrones treatment, born into wealth and privilege like a Lannister. Or maybe they took shortcuts you'd never dream of. You think money doesn't buy happiness. Maybe it's even toxic. You start to wonder, am I just not sharp enough? Is it all bad luck? Those big dreams you once had, owning a mansion like Tony Stark, flexing the luxury car, the chance to wipe out your debt, to explore the world, they're fading, becoming just that, dreams. And here's the brutal truth setting in. The game has been stacked from the start, and you're playing from the losing side. But what if I told you that everything you believe about money is only half the story? What if there's a formula, a kind of financial alchemy, that people like Tyler Durden in Fight Club might understand? Imagine if those dreams, paying off your parents' mortgage, traveling the world like you're escaping the Matrix, didn't have to stay dreams. By the end of this video, you'll see a hidden side of wealth, the kind they don't teach in school or show you in the polite parts of society. But here's the warning. This road isn't easy. It's littered with trials, just like a descent into Gotham's underworld, where you'll face truths darker than anyone prepared you for. Not everyone has what it takes to make it through. But for those who do, waiting at the end is a wealth that even Bruce Wayne would envy, and with it, a life free from the chokehold of money worries. What do you really think about money? Is it a prize you hustle for, like Rocky fighting his way to the top? Is it something you're born into? Or is it, as they say, the root of all evil? Are you addicted to the chase, like Jordan Belfort in The Wolf of Wall Street? Here's the truth. Most of what you believe about money comes from your past. If you grew up in a family that scraped by, maybe you've come to think wealth just isn't in the cards for you. Or maybe you've gone the other way, determined to escape that life at any cost, to never feel that lack again. Let's be real. School didn't exactly give you a crash course on building wealth, did it? So now, most people walk around with myths about money that hold them back. Hollywood loves to spin a story. The rich as villains like the scheming masterminds in House of Cards or the ruthless power players in Billionaire. But here's the real question. Have you let that narrative shape your view of wealth? A recent WealthX report shows that 68% of the ultra-wealthy, those worth $30 million or more, are actually self-made, and the evidence just keeps stacking up. Warren Buffett, a self-made billionaire. Howard Schultz, who clawed his way up from poverty. Oprah. Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and even Richard Branson. None of them were handed a golden ticket. So what do they know that's slipping under everyone else's radar? The truth is, you've been sold a lie. The equation you were given says money equals the paycheck from a 9-to-5 grind. And over time, your entire education morphs into a one-way track to that job. But here's the kicker. If you're here, I bet you're looking for more, real wealth, and fast. The hard truth. This tired formula will trap you, not free you. It's a system designed to keep you from ever reaching that level. We all possess one irreplaceable resource, the most precious of all. And once it slips through our fingers, it's gone forever. That resource is time. In the typical grind, your income is chained to the hours you sacrifice. Imagine earning $20 an hour, working 40 hours a week. It would take nearly 24 years to see $1 million. But that's a fantasy. Taxes will cut into it, expenses will bleed it dry, and inflation will quietly erode its worth. So ask yourself, is trading time for money truly the path to wealth, or just a slow descent into scarcity? Stop the chase for money. It's a trap. In a capitalist system, the rules are brutal. You're only worth what others think you are, and it's the masses who decide. This market, the people around you, your friends, family, neighbors, the entire society, they assign your value. People complain that athletes are obscenely overpaid, but here's the truth. Those millions only flow because there's a demand. The crowd has to crave football to see worth in the game, for them to shell out for tickets, jerseys, and broadcasts. In this game, it's not skill alone that counts. It's the demand, the obsession, that sets the price. And if there's a frenzy for football, then the players at the top are showered with wealth. It's never about how hard you work. The cleaner, who grinds through sweat and exhaustion each day, will still earn a fraction of what the accountant does sitting behind his desk. Why? Because the market sees little worth in what the cleaner does. Brutal as it sounds, he's replaceable. Anyone could fill his shoes. No specialized skill, no exclusive knowledge, so the market won't pay him more. Meanwhile, the accountant, the one who spent years mastering tax loopholes and saving clients a fortune, is valued, and he's paid to match. Here's the hard truth. Sticking to a job won't make you rich, not in this lifetime. So how do you raise your value? What sets people like Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos apart, making their value skyrocket? The first step in this equation for wealth is surprisingly straightforward. If you want money, solve problems. That's the secret no one talks about. Think about it. Almost all wealth flows from this fundamental rule. Solve a problem, and people will pay for it. If you solve $1 million problem, you'll make millions. But if you tackle a $1 billion problem, that's where fortunes are made. Stop trading hours for dollars. Start finding the problems people will pay anything to solve. Think about all the headaches that Amazon erases, the hassle of driving to the store, the endless wait for deliveries, even cutting prices across the board. And that's just one part of the empire. Amazon's other ventures solve countless issues. Jeff Bezos cracked the code by tackling billion-dollar problems and was richly rewarded for it. If you've been chasing money, you've had it all wrong. Here's the paradox. If you want wealth, don't chase money. Hunt down problems. More importantly, find real solutions to those problems. And when you've got a solution, turn it into a business. So just like that, I'm supposed to believe it's that easy? Just solve problems and money will come rolling in. Am I supposed to build the next Amazon or Facebook? I don't know coding or have startup funds. Don't let limiting beliefs hold you back. Start with one problem. Look around you. What are people griping about? What do they wish existed? What drives them up the wall? What do they find unbearable in their daily lives? Now ask yourself, is this a problem you can tackle? And more than that, is it a problem worth solving? The last piece in the wealth equation is making your solution scalable. Your answer to the problem needs to impact a vast number of people. Opening a single restaurant? Not scalable. You're limited by location and foot traffic. But a franchise? Now that's scalability. Got a software solution? Perfect. That's infinitely scalable online, with no production or shipping costs holding you back, something you can't reach with a 9-to-5. But tread carefully. Does your solution demand your time in exchange for every dollar earned? If so, it's not true freedom. Imagine you're a fitness instructor charging $100 per hour. Congrats! You've just chained yourself to another job, wrapped up as a business. There are only so many clients you can train in a day, so your income is forever tied to your hours. But if you created an online fitness program that runs around the clock, with workouts and routines you only had to design once, now that's real scalability. Scaling your solution is the critical key here. If it can't grow beyond your time, it will never set you free. Automation is a game changer. Proper systems and processes are the machinery that keeps your business running efficiently, if you set them up correctly. Any task that can be outsourced or handed off to someone else should be, as long as it's financially wise. Trying to do everything yourself? That's a trap. Regardless of how skilled you think you are, there's always someone out there who can do better. Once your solution is locked in, your focus needs to be on making it available to everyone in your target market. This isn't about your pride or chasing personal passions. The market doesn't care what excites you. With your business now profitable and the right systems in place, it's finally time to take a step back and reap the rewards of what you've built. At this point, two paths lie ahead. You either keep growing your business or cash out and sell it. This is acquisition, the moment when someone buys the solution you spent years crafting. Think Instagram getting scooped up by Facebook for $1 billion. Think PayPal, sold to eBay for $1.5 billion, with $165 million landing straight into Elon Musk's hands. These are the liquidation events happening across the world, where all the work poured into building a company pays off. And if you decide to stay, well, there are plenty of reasons why. Maybe you're attached to the company you built from scratch, or maybe you see potential to scale it further and cash out at an even higher value down the line. Or perhaps the business practically runs itself, humming along in the background. It could be a mix of all these. But whatever the choice, you did it. You solved a problem the market needed fixed, and it rewarded you handsomely. So now, ask yourself, what was it all for? For most of you, money itself was never the real objective. After all, cash is just paper, and numbers on a screen are only worth what we collectively agree they are. From the beginning, this journey was about something far more meaningful. What you've truly been after is freedom. Your end goal wasn't a certain amount of money, but a feeling. The power to live life entirely on your own terms, never pausing to ask, can I afford this? Are my vacation days maxed out? How will I cover rent? Will my retirement be enough? What dreams must I set aside because I simply don't have the funds? The core lesson of this video was never truly about money. It was about the one resource more valuable than anything else, the one thing we can never get back: time. Is sacrificing a huge portion of your life to a job you likely don't enjoy really worth it? Is your life meant to be a cycle of working, coming home, zoning out in front of the TV, sleeping, and then waking up to do it all over again until retirement? How many more hours of your life will slip away because of this relentless loop? Maybe you're comfortable with that routine, or perhaps you have no choice but to stick with it for now. If that's the case, no harm done. This video might have just been a bit of entertainment or a shift in perspective. But for those of you who see another path, those who crave the freedom of never having to worry about money again, here's what I urge you to remember. Don't chase money. Chase problems and find their solutions. That's the true equation for building wealth. If freedom from financial worry is what you seek, let solving problems be the purpose you embrace. Will it make you happy in the end? Will it bring you fulfillment? Only you can answer that. But if the struggle has meaning, then maybe it's worth every step. So here's the bottom line. Stop chasing money, start chasing solutions, and make every moment of your time count. If this video gave you a new perspective, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit that subscribe button, drop a like, and tell us in the comments, what's the biggest problem you think needs solving? Let's build a community of people who want more than just another paycheck. The journey to freedom starts here.